Hello, my name is Chris Futrell. I am a student at Full Sail University. The following podcast is on the subject of copyright protection and the public domain. Authors who have registered copyrights for their works are granted 5 exclusive rights: the rights to reproduce, perform, derive, distribute, and display their works. This allows the author to secure ownership of their work and all its properties for a certain time period. A majority of works outlast their copyright, and if the copyright is not renewed by a legitimate candidate, it falls into the public domain, where it can be freely used by everyone. Henry David Thoreau's Walden is a book that was published in 1854. The copyright has expired and now the book resides in the public domain. Walden is a seemingly popular book in high school curriculums because of its compelling story of Thoreau's recollection of living in the seclusion of the wilderness. I think it is a good thing that the story is in the public domain now, mainly because it is free and easily accessible on the internet. I think people who haven't read the story need to read it because it is very inspiring and insightful to what life would be like away from the chaos of society. Robinson Crusoe is a story written by Daniel Defoe, and it was published in 1719. The story can now be found in the public domain due to its expired copyright. The story tells of a man's trials and triumphs while stranded on a remote island for 28 years. It is a very intriguing story and has inspired the television and film industry to produce award-winning films such as Castaway, and quite possibly inspired the idea for the popular classic TV show Gilligan's Island. Mickey Mouse is a Disney cartoon character created by Walt Disney in 1928. Mickey is quite possibly the most famous and recognizable cartoon character in history. Mickey Mouse's character is still protected by copyright and most likely will be for a very long time. Since his demeanor mostly appeals to children, it is possibly wise for him to be protected by copyright. With today's technology and different genres of media, it would be far too easy for Mickey to be defamed by different industries. This would also bring down Disney's reputation, so it is best to keep Mickey as well as the other Disney characters under copyright protection. In 1973, the popular psychedelic prog rock band Pink Floyd released the album The Dark Side of the Moon. The album quickly became a hit and to this day holds the record for most weeks on the Billboard top charts. The album is still protected by its original copyright. Although music piracy is increasing quickly, the album still sells many copies almost 40 years later. Because the album is protected by copyright, not only is it illegal to download pirated copies, but other musicians are not allowed to manipulate the album's organization or style. This is good because it is considered to be one of the greatest albums ever produced. Copyright protection is always a good thing for authors to have, but whether or not a work is copyrighted does not dictate its greatness.